All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. A lot of things going on in this show tonight, and a lot to say, too, as the big theme of this show tonight is James Storm's 1,000 match in Impact or TNA or whatever you want to call it. It's his 1,000th match in this company tonight, folks, and there's a lot to say about that, too. But we do kick off the show with Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz versus Havoc and Nevaeh. I feel like I've seen this match one too many times, but surprisingly, the heels went over clean right here over Havoc and Nevaeh because I guess they were going to get a title shot if they could beat, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. But since they did not defeat them, they were not able to get a title shot. Havoc was kind of disappointed as both kind of, kind of grabbed each other's heads and embraced and whatnot. But as they hugged after that, Havoc got attacked by Nevaeh from behind then, so I guess Nevaeh turned heel on her. Given that they've been kind of playing Nevaeh to be the weak link of the team, even though Havoc was the one that got pinned right here. They've been just playing at Nevaeh. She didn't know she wanted to be part of this team anymore and whatnot. But now that since she's attacked Havoc from behind, I guess she's healed now. I still feel like they could have done a little bit more with this tag team. I liked Havoc and Nevaeh as a team, given that they had a very stacked team for the roster, for the tag titles and whatnot. But given that they've been taking a lot of L's lately, I want to see what they can do with Nevaeh now, making her into a singles wrestler right now. Same with Havoc. So we'll see how these two go one-on-one with each other for the time being. Next, James Storm was being interviewed as he was all hyped up for his 1,000th match. Talked about a lot of things he's done, just to even have 1,000 in this company. But he talked about Bob Ryder, basically, paying tribute to him of how he brought James Storm and Chris Harris into TNA and, vouching for America's Most Wanted when the office didn't want it. He did everything, and he told them, you got to get these guys on TV. You got to use these guys. You got to use these guys. And he dedicated that match to him tonight. And, Chris Sabin and Jake something came in for support. But then next thing out of nowhere, Wildcat Chris Harris showed up. This was very kind of random. I didn't really expect I don't remember the last time I've seen Wildcat Chris Harris, to be honest. I think he was going to be there when they were trying to bring TNA back, for that thing, those shows over the WrestleMania weekend. But the only other time I really remember Chris Harris was just most likely 2011 when everybody started chanting, knock, knock, who's there? Braden Walker. Knock, knock, who's there? Braden Walker. And he never really recovered after that, especially after he went to WWE one time and then came back for that one match. So I haven't heard about Chris Harris in a very, very long time. I like Beer Money more than I liked America's Most Wanted. And America's Most Wanted wasn't a bad team. It's just Chris Harris. I like Wildcat Chris Harris. It just didn't go anywhere, and he looked really bad when he went to WWE. So it was nice to see him and, him and James Storm hug to kind of somewhat reform America's Most Wanted again. So I was very surprised to see Chris Harris back in, Impact and whatnot. Very, very surprising because I don't remember the last time I seen him. Gia Miller was in the back interviewing Deon Purrazzo and Susan. Basically, Susan won another match, I guess, with Jazz. Jazz ended up attacking Susan, throwing a trash can at her head. Sami Callihan went against Larry D since for some reason they abducted Triple XL last week. Callihan had a match with them. Not bad. He ended up getting the win over Larry D with the Cactus Special. AC attacked them right after. As they left, Sammy started laughing then right after that. Basically going to Trey Miguel, saying, why didn't you help me? I helped you last week. And Trey says, I don't want nothing to do with this. It's irrelevant. And, listen, I know you always want to be a mentor and everything, and, I've known you for too many years. I've carried this company on my back, so next week, I'm going to have, Scott D'Amore set up a tag match with both of us versus Triple XL. I don't know where this alliance or however this is working with Callihan and Trey going, but I am interested to see what they're going to do with both of these two. I don't know if it's going to a team thing or whatnot, but we'll see. Next, they showed footage of FinJuice basically during the New Japan Cup, which a lot of them was, beating up Naito for some odd reason. Well, that did happen during the New Japan Cup. But basically, they're the tag team champions and showing the footage from New Japan over there. Kevin Kelly and, Chris Charlton, them commentating and whatnot. Yeah, let me say one little thing about New Japan real quick before I move on with this review, too. I just want to say that New World Heavyweight title sucks. I don't like it. I think it was a waste that they killed the Intercontinental and the regular IWGP heavyweight title. It looks like the Divas title. It looks like Jeff Hardy's Immortal title belt. It looks like Cody's neck tattoo, and it looks too damn small. I don't even know why this was a good idea to change the belts. And I know a lot of people blame Kota Ibushi right now, but I have to say, that belt sucks. I'm not feeling it. I'm not liking it. And a majority of people I've asked if they like the belt, they said it sucks, okay? I'm just not feeling this belt. I don't like the new IWGP Heavyweight Championship. I just wanted to say that since they showed New Japan clips, because that belt is getting a lot of heat today. I don't know if I want to blame Gedo or I want to blame Kota Ibushi, but by God, whose fault is this? Who thought this was a good idea? At least the Intercontinental title, you could give the guy something to fight for. I know that double champion thing wasn't going to last forever, but at least Naito tried to put one belt on the line at a time. Damn, that's why I wanted him to beat Ibushi back a month ago. Shit, I wish Ospreay would have got the job. Well, his match ain't with Ibushi till next week, but damn. That belt is not good, and a lot of people don't like it. Moving on, no. I know they showed Gallows and Anderson watching. Omega and Callis were there too. Basically, I guess they sent them to do something tonight. Brian Myers went against Suicide. Brian Myers won with the roster cut. That's his new finish for his clothesline. Get it? Roster cut. Basically taking a shot at WWE. He talked about Matt Cardona, saying this is my time. I run Impact Wrestling, so he did that. Jazz was in the back looking for Scott D'Amore, but she ran into Tommy Dreamer, who's booking that Hardcore Justice show coming up. And, you know, talk about ECW and double Jeopardy matches. I don't really remember. But Jazz, you know, she can get the title, but she has to put something on the line. She said she'll put her career on the line. Dreamer says, you don't have to do that. But Jazz says, no, I want to. So I think we're getting near the end of Jazz's run in Impact. And most likely wrestling, because I didn't even know she retired until, you know, she came back for this tournament. Which I didn't even think Jazz was really going to be here this long in Impact. I didn't think that because I heard of her retirement. And, you know, when they brought it up on Impact, because I knew she had done something online and was interviewed about it, but I didn't expect Jazz to keep wrestling this long too, after, you know, announcing her retirement. So, it's kind of abrupt now that they were just, you know, hey, this most likely is going to be our last match at Hardcore Justice. I'll check it out, but very abrupt that they just kind of done it so fast without building anything, given that, you know, I thought Jazz was going to be done after the whole tournament thing, but she stuck around a little bit more longer than I expected. So we'll see what goes on with that. They then went to Tony Schiavone and Tony Montana, Jacksonville Dixie there, promo about everything that's going on the show tomorrow night. I don't need to go into Boy Dixie's yelling bad promos and whatnot, but they went to Swingers Palace with Johnny Bravo, which I like when Omega and Callis came in and Swinger said, hey, it's that guy from TNN, Cyrus ECW. He was the TNN representative. So, oh, yeah, I haven't seen you since they were, you know, at the, you know, old cell phones and whatnot. Basically showing that One Wing Angel video several times to, you know, Swinger and whatnot. And that's going to be his opener at Rebellion. TJP and Josh Alexander went against Madman Fulton and Ace Austin. Good tag match, mostly with, you know, Ace getting the win over TJ after, you know, Perkins and Josh Alexander start arguing with each other. I see triple threat for this X Division title coming up soon. Josh, I hope they do something with him more. I know they got going for the X Division title, but I still want to see something good going with him since Ethan Page is not with the company anymore. Don Callis was in the back with Willie Mack. Haven't seen him in a minute. Basically, you know, hey, Mac, you know, what's good, man? You know, I want to show you this One Wing Angel on my video, on my phone and whatnot. He tried to convince him to watch it. Swan says, man, you showing that video package again? And, you know, basically, he talked about Omega. And, listen, I'm going to beat Omega, okay? And Swan says, you're not in my head right now. So I'm trying to get into Mac's head. And Cal says, I'm the executive of this company. You're threatening me, aren't you? And Swan said, but if you wasn't an executive, I'd fight you right now. And knock them Ray-Bans off your face. Cal says, okay, you want to go? Let's go. I could teach you right now. Basically, I could step back from being an executive for 10 minutes. So he took his glasses off and, you know, Mac's like, oh, man, we about to fight. And then next thing you know, Omega and Gallows and Anderson start jumping Swan and Mac. Eddie Edwards came off for the save, then basically, you know, running the heels off. So basically that will set up a tag match next week with Omega and Gallows and Anderson, which they are wrestling tomorrow night on AEW also. And, gonna be wrestling next week on Impact and Swan Mack and Eddie Edwards. So we'll see how that goes. Violent by Design was in the back. Eric Young basically talking about James Storm's 1,000th match, saying that, Violent by Design have been baptized in the waters of change. And you may have only had 1,000 matches, but you have gone too far with your disease. And the future of this company lies in the balance that the world doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us. I will say good promo, but it did suck to hear about Eric Young tearing his ACL, which they said is in this match. And I think Eric Young said he didn't really know till like 2 days later, and he still wrestled the next 2 other matches. So he's supposedly supposed to be out for the next 6 to 9 months. Hopefully they keep him on TV. I know he can't wrestle right now, but hopefully they keep him around, especially for the promos, because who's going to be really the promo guy of Violent by Design then, huh? Joe Doring, we don't even know if this guy can even talk. Rhino's good, but he ain't the best promo in the world. Diener, I'm digging him more and more, but does he really look like a leader type of thing? So hopefully they can just keep Eric Young in a cast or something to just kind of keep him around and whatnot right now since he can't wrestle. But it does suck what happened to him, though. Tommy Dreamer was setting up matches for Hardcore Justice, talking about the scramble for, the women and everything. And Deonna says, where's the competition? And as, Dreamer set up the match, I guess he told Alicia to go away. I thought that was funny. So, Dreamer's just being a booker right now, I guess. Next, though, in the main event, we got James Storm's 1,000th match versus Eric Young. Violent by Design and James Storm's crew was out there. A good match, I will say. It wasn't too overbooked and whatnot. I know everybody started brawling, and then, Eric Young went to get his hockey mask, but Chris Harris stopped him then and, threw him back in the ring. Storm hit the last call super kick for the win. A good match, though, and, as he looked at the screen, he thanked Bob Ryder for everything he has done, for, his career and Chris Harris' career, for everybody in this company, too, as he thanked them before they went off the air, okay? So, that was a good tribute, though, for him, and I didn't really think James Storm was at 1,000 matches in this company. That is crazy, though, so it is cool to see him get his 1,000th match. So I didn't know he'd been in TNA Impact this long, though. I know he's been in and out of the company throughout the years and whatnot, but the fact that he got his 1,000 matches, that's kind of crazy, though. Before I go, I do want to say one thing, because, we already know the announcement of Impact will be moving to Thursday nights, I believe, by next week or two, April the 8th, which I'm not surprised, given that they announced NXT is going to be moving to Tuesdays at this point in time now. So, we knew that was coming, so it's obviously a wise move for Impact to go to Thursday, because I'm not going to hear the fact, oh, it's going to be Impact versus NXT. Come on, that's not even fair, man. Everybody doesn't have Access TV, and how many people are really watching on Twitch? Let's be honest, because I heard the numbers have been bad, and that Omega was like the lowest part of the show that nobody really watched, so someone saying that proves Omega's not a draw, maybe. Don't know how true that could be, but it's obviously for the best they moved to Thursday, okay? Since NXT is going to be moving on Tuesdays and not going head-to-head with AEW anymore. I'll probably have more to explain about that tomorrow night, because I could go into about how this wasn't even really a war and more of a battle, not even a skirmish, but a tussle, and how I know AEW super fans wouldn't think that they won something, but it was a business decision to why NXT had to move to Tuesdays, okay? And I could say a lot about that right now, and how even maybe, but hurt they got when they lost the ratings. But I'll save more of that tomorrow, though. But the point is, Impact is moving on Thursday nights, April the 8th. Like I said, it's the best move they had. They had to do this move. So you figured this was coming, and that's what's going to happen. But other than that, though, that's my review of Impact tonight. James Storm's 1,000th match. There was some interesting things on this show, okay? A lot to say about tonight. So not a bad show for Impact, and we'll see what happens next week. But like I said, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded9890, and check out my little 10-year anniversary review that I did also. I didn't talk long on it, but the fact that I've been on YouTube for 10 years is kind of crazy now at this point, so it's best I made a little bit of a video saying something about that, okay? So, yeah, that's my review of Impact tonight, folks. Comments, I'm there, going to repeat myself again. You already know what to do. Comment, subscribe, like this video. You know how this works. Hooded Knight 890, I'm repeating myself again. But, yeah, that's my review of Impact, folks. So, yeah, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.